Hello and welcome to another episode of Developer Nation with Celtic FC. I am Mr. Wilson FM. Hope you enjoyed the first episode, and I really hope you enjoy this second episode and obviously all the future ones. I'm going to get in and show you the highlights package of our games in between from that Motherwell game, and then we are going to get into the playoff second leg away game against Ludogorets in the Champions League. Join you in a second. Welcome to the highlights. Queen Elizabeth vs Celtic in the Cup. Do give a few starts. Some players have been on the fringes the first couple of games. Dembele especially, I was wanting a good performance out of him on this game. He does deliver, as you will see. Lustig with the ball in, Dembele with the finish. Great goal, great work from us there. Puts us 1-0 up. Was hoping for a little bit more from him because he didn't deliver really that much in the first couple of games that I gave him a try. I should say there, fantastic free kick with Armstrong. Didn't see a lot of that in FM16. He does another one here which is just saved by Robinson, but Dembele on the follow-up makes it 3-0 in the first half. Second half did sort of take our foot off the gas. We was pretty much in a winning position here. You will see it's quite a long build-up for this goal. A lot played down that wing. We managed to clear it here. You do think we would like to get our shape back. We should be able to defend this a bit better, but we just seem a little bit not out of the races here. They are controlling the ball, tapping. Lyle. Ayer kind of wins it, but then doesn't fully win it. So much space down that wing. We don't cover the back post, and then Marshall to Dykes, I think that is, and they make it 3-1. It doesn't really matter. We still get the win. We progress to the next round of the cup. This game is Kilmarnock versus Celtic in the league. After our cup game, brought in a few more first teamers back in, the ones that I'd rested. Not many of the changes that I was making, but it was mainly like later at the left back. He did want to play in the cup games, so I did. But Tierney comes back in. Tierney gets the opening goal for us quite early on, 6 minute. Next goal didn't come till 46 minutes, so there was quite a gap. We were on top of this game, as you can see, 14 shots overall, 6 on target. And there's a goal from Lee Griffiths, 5th of the season already. Great ball in. Tierney was definitely player of the match for us here. Goal and the assist. Great performance. Overall, as you can see there, we did really well defensively. Lustig got injured though, which is really annoying. He's been out, I think it's 3 to 4 weeks, I think he's been out. Or is out, shall I say, injured. Which is a real blow for us. He's a really good player. But we do have Gambo. At least 2 is a good quality back to come in. But yeah, we definitely dominate this game. 59% possession. A lot of shots. 2-0. Good away victory. On to the next game. And the next game is the Champions League playoff. First leg, Ludogorets at home. We really started on the front foot in this game. I had quite a few snapshots. Nothing really clear, but we had some chances. And then that, which I have seen on some streams before. Goalkeeper kicks it straight in the face of his defender, goes in the back of net. Was a bit of a gap to the next goal. 55th minute, Armstrong into McGregor, slides in the back of net, makes this 2-0. Was a little bit edgy, they had a couple of opportunities. If you looked at that, 7 shots, 6 on target, they was sort of clinical. We wasn't really. 12 shots, 2 on target. We was really hit and miss with our stuff. But Dembele, with the goal there, he was a sub. Penalty, made it 3-0, gives us a good advantage for that away leg. I was really worried about conceding an away goal. We did have Scott Brown sent off, which actually I forgot to mention. He did also get sent off in the cup game. So he's had 2 red cards in his last 3 games, I believe it is, or 2 games. He missed one in the middle of the Kilmarnock game. Actually had to play Ayer, a defensive midfielder. So I've had to change the tactic on that to try to take away his hard tackling. Attempt to put on ease off tackles, but we'll see how it goes in the next couple of games. Let's get on to the next one. This is the league game at home against St Johnstone. Really good performances in this game. Really was quite impressed with some of our attacking moves throughout the game. St Johnstone didn't really pose much of a threat. There were a couple of chances, but nothing I was really worried about. Great cross from Gamboa, who is covering for the injured Lustig. Griffiths was there at the back post, adding his 6th goal of the season. He just seemed to be one of the better performers in that striking role. but they both have shocking off days. It's really hit and miss. Here it was a great move from us, counter-attacking them. Tierney gets it, whips it back across. Griffiths is there, adds his second, 2-0 to us. They do get what is classed as a consolation. It was obviously a big guy. We just didn't feel to, just didn't really hit top gear in this game. We just seemed to be kind of cruising a bit. Obviously they did take advantage of that by getting a goal back. Luckily it didn't come to anything and we didn't collapse. I did sort of tighten up shop a little bit after that, just to make sure we didn't do a dramatic collapse. But crosses in, not really marking him tight enough. It's one of those things, it is a score more than important kind of tactic, I believe, but it just relies on those players being in form. And as you can see, Ryan Chris with a 6.5 in such a key position as Shadow Striker is such a problem. So welcome back. You've just watched the highlights. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to try and make that a bit smoother and a bit better. It's been hard for me to record constantly over all the games and be able to then crunch that because I'm not great at all the editing and changing it at the moment. Hopefully as I get better I'll be able to maybe potentially do that, but I just want to give you something a little bit different than just talking over and watching all the replays. Sort of now is able to sort of go back and after games do a bit of a cut, do a little graphic at the start and then kind of go over and give my thoughts on the game, watch the replays, do that. I will actually probably going forward do 3D replays of the goals, potentially maybe if there's any red cards and bits, maybe try and add that in as well, but we'll look at that. But I just want to do something a little bit different for you than sort of just talking about it in general sort of now, but we'll go over some of the points. Like I mentioned in there, it was a good run. We've won obviously every game. Some of the games a bit better than the others. The Ludogorets 3-0, which is really important. Getting that win sets up this game a lot easier. I mean, Scott Brown getting sent off. Like I said, he got sent off in that game. I couldn't play him in that game, so Aya played in defensive midfield and did alright. And he got sent off in that game, so in his last 2 appearances he had 2 red cards. I don't know what to do about him, to be honest. I mean, he did play obviously in the St Johnstone game because obviously he was available and he was going to be missing for this Champions League game, so I thought I might as well anyway get the use out of him because I'm going to have to play someone else in there anyway. Performance wise being good. I say no major issues so far. It's just some annoying goals, but nothing outstanding. There's a major issue so far. So at the moment the tactic is pretty much the same. I've just removed tackle harder, which was on the DM defensive midfielder, just in case that's making an issue why he's got sent off twice. I mean, I know his aggression is really high, so it probably does come into that as well. 18, but yeah, 2 and 2 is a bit annoying. But we still managed to win them both, which is the main thing. So we'll carry on. For this game, I just realised I wanted to keep Essie this time. I've just realised he's been playing reserves. And what do you know? Well, not reserves, but 220 is reserves. But what do you know? He's just played a game, of course. Didn't realise that. So yeah, that goes that plan. My master plan was to play him in there. Which does mean I'm going to put Aya in there. I didn't really want to play Aya in there, but he will need to now. So Scott Sinclair can take his place. And we'll shuffle around like that. So a couple of changes, a last minute adjustment there, literally just, I sort of set up this before recording so I could be able to smoothly get into it quicker. I made a couple of changes. Sviatchenko's coming back, he played as a sub for like 10 minutes or so and won a game. But I'm going to give him a start here to try and get him some fitness back, obviously it's really lacking. Same with Rogic. We've kind of got this tie wrapped up a bit better than I thought it would have done. It was looking a bit hit and miss, 2-0, I was thinking, ooh. But we got the penalty near the end of that game, which really just set us up a little bit easier in this game. But hopefully, let's get into this game. And hopefully we can get another win, because like I say, all has the coefficient. If we get a win, let's have a look. Sviatchenko take the armband. Fair enough. I do need to actually look set my captains. That's one thing I haven't really done. Captains and penalty day, because I'm not set up yet, that's just reminding me, so I will do that at the end of this game. It's one of those things I just kind of forget about until you get that message that says, oh, you need a captain. Yeah, we do. So let's get into the game. Like I said, that first leg at home, 3-0, just put in a good position. I'd prefer usually to play always to play the away leg first, because if you get the victory there, you kind of know at home, let's get the job done. In front of your own fans, you should have a bit of an advantage to go with that. Other kind of things, I don't know, I do want to say something though. Well, hopefully did. We'll see at the end of the day if that worked. But let's go with it. That's extremely bright orange around there. What the hell is it? Is that a running track? Is that supposed to be a running track? Or is it because they're in orange? I'm wearing pink. I mean, there's a lot of bright colours on this screen that hit me. Our away kit, and then all this orange, and then the green in the bottom. That's a hell of a lot of colour. But either way, a minute into the game. Got DeBelly up front. Griffiths has got yet another injury. 2 weeks. I've had a lot of injury problems. Constantly getting injuries after injuries. It's a little bit. That's slightly weird. It's just scored and we've not seen it. Okay, that was a little bit weird. For some reason, it's not showing me the goal, but we're gonna see it on here. We're both seeing it for the first time here. Got cross in there. Got a headed goal, but I want to know why that happened. Why I did not change that, so I don't know what's happened there. Well, that's strange. I didn't even change that. Okay. We're having all sorts of technical difficulties this first couple of episodes, but hopefully I've ironed out the graphic side of things. That'll be working a lot better now. But so we've got the 1-0 lead in this game, which is 4-0 on aggregate, which is fantastic. Let's get rid of that cursor there. Oh, Dembele is snatched away. Can he get it? He does get a goal. 2-0 on the night, 5-0 on aggregate. I know the Regens are an amazing team, but you can only beat what's in front of you. He steals it off him, which actually looking like he's injured behind him, so potentially a little bit harshly, maybe. I don't know. I didn't quite show us that bit again, but fantastic finish. Takes all the work to do. Kind of reminds me of the Lukaku goal last weekend, I think it was, where he kind of ran on through, finished it pretty much on his own. Was it against Man City? I feel like it was Man City. Yeah, it was, because it was when Second Bird was fantastic in net, and talking of fantastic in net, there's Craig Gordon for us, saving that goal. McGregor picks it away before the highlight ends. 29 minutes in, looking good so far, 2-0 up. They do have an attack here. Cafu, I cannot say that name, and he has just scored. Virgil Mizjan, that's what we're going to go with. But he's made 2-1, which is a little bit frustrating for us. It's just something hit and miss. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's a bit slow. A little bit frustrating. Still work in progress, but I want to have these on than not have them on, and hopefully you'll appreciate that. And like, it's one of those things. This PC was never meant for full-on gaming, so it isn't 100% great, but it is better than how it's just sometimes appears to come across. I don't know if it's the recording stuff that's slowing it down. Oh, Armstrong, that's his second. If you saw the highlights package, he's got a carbon copy of that free kick pretty much. He is the man for free. He scored a couple in pre-season, and this makes change. FM16, there was just no free kick goals scored, whereas now we're getting them, and it is fantastic. Severely missed free kick goals because it had just that little bit of drama. You get a highlight and think yes, but that makes it 3-1 on the night, 6-1 on average. Half time. It was a great first half for us, to be honest. Just kind of tell them to keep it up. There's no point overgoing at it. I mean, there's a few players 6.7s. I just kind of playing that position because I don't like him as a defensive midfielder. I don't think he's that way inclined. I think he's more of a like my FM16. I got him as an excellent deep lane playmaker. He took over from Bitten and was fantastic. I want to try and get the same from him again, but we'll see how that goes. But Gregor has been one of the standout performances, I'd definitely say, in this start of the season so far. He's got some cracking goals. Let's get the second half underway. So we're 3-1 up, 6-1 on aggregate. We've got this, you'd think, comfortably in the bag, but I do want to get that victory in this leg as well, because it does all add up to extra coefficient points. So if we was to say to just draw, which if they'd scored that, I would have been worried that we might have done or even lost. You don't get as much coefficient points as a win, especially as a smaller team like the Ludogorets. If you're going to get a draw against a Barcelona away, you're going to get still going to get a good amount of points, but we do need the win just because we've got to get the coefficients. I will show it probably in the next episode. Don't want episodes going too long. They are coming through again. Oh, and they've scored. This is 3-2. Right, I'm going to do a team talk. Looks like the couple players can. Why is he pot? Why is he pot? Right, demand them all. assertively. Let's just see if we can get the. It just seemed to have switched off, and that's a problem I think in a couple of games is we've gone like 2-0 up, 3-0 up, and then we just switch off. I mean, just look. If we pause it here, just look at this line of players. That is an issue, and I don't know who this is. What Tierney? Who's apparently black. I'm pretty certain that is. I mean, we'll go back to live, but yeah, that seems a bit wrong. Pretty sure he's not black. But either way, moving on for that. So yeah, hopefully we can. I mean, if we can get another one, but if they get something, I'm gonna be severely annoyed. And they have opened up that wing. We need to block this. Okay, it's time to get a bit iffy at the back now. We could do with a goal. Oh, that was actually a really well worked goal. He didn't take the shot. He passed it off to the side for Rodgers to score. Who was in a better position. I've never seen it on FM for him to actually do that. They always shoot, which is fantastic. That's a different type of goal, which you really want to see. You want to see different types of goals, and that's kind of realistic. That's something you do, trying to work it on like the training ground and come up with a new set piece. That's fantastic to see actually. Then do that, and Rodgers scored again. 5-2. We have now come back into this. We had a bit of a 30-minute spell there. I'd say a bit of the end of the first half, maybe the bit at the start of the second half, where we weren't really at the races. We're kind of zoning off a bit. We're back in it with a bang now. Rodgers with 2 goals. I think this is his first appearance of the season. He's been injured from pre-season. 60th minute. I'm gonna look at make a couple of subs. Tierney. I don't really have anyone for Gambod to come on, so Tierney can come off because I got later and I want to give him game time. Gregor, probably I'm going to bring on Chris Commons for there, and that'll be the 2 for now. I want to just see if Commons can be as lethal and as good in that AMC shadow striker position as he was for me last year. Because if so, then that could be a real useful asset. But McGregor is looking quite good, so potentially might not even need him there. Rodgers is knackered, so let's bring on Christie for the final change. He's on the hat trick, but 61%. I can't risk another injury. We keep picking up so many injuries at the moment, so I can't afford another one. Ideally, I would like to bring off Gumbo because he's on a yellow and tired, but I can't do everything. And this looks like it might be it. Gordon claims it. And it is 5-2 on the night, 8-2 on aggregate. Good performance from us overall there. We had a bit of a sloppy spell in the middle. Depending if I want to give any individual team dots maybe, but leads off. I'm not quite used to how they react yet, so I don't want to do it too much because sometimes you can do that. You can say well done, and the other team gets really upset at you, and so you kind of got to judge it and find out what they're like as a team first and foremost. We've got achievements. Unbeatable. Some guys stepping on another guy. Fair enough. Fair crap. Achievement unlocked. So, very good. Let me just double check. Group stage is the next day. So, we are just going to skip to that. We've got 1.72 million for that. Rodgers was superb. He's got 2 goals. I'm going to praise him for it. Super important goal. If they score goals like that. I've been awarded 10 points for playing the UH group stage. Oh, because we've got. No. So it's actually 10.93, that's a lot more than it was. That's 2 million more than it was last year, where we used to get 8 million for the group stage. And 6 million at the end of the season. So hopefully still get that 6 at the end of the season, it's not being compressed, but this looks like it even more, which is fantastic. I mean, if we look at how the finances, 32 million. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Did quickly do the press conference. And again, I knew it'd come with a hat-trick, but the game was won, he needs to come back. Game was worked so hard. Once it get it, it's a bit on the same. Awesome, let's get on to it. Right, let's try and get to the next game. Let's get this Champions League group stage draw and see who we are going to get in the group stage. As a bit of a side note, while I start talking about it, if you ever do hear any random noise in the background, obviously I know the quality of the microphone's not brilliant as well, so it could be that as well, but I do actually have a couple of pets in this room that I share my office with, so often they are chewing and making noise, and one of them is currently chewing some cardboard. So yeah, he's now giving me the stare eye actually, but he knows what he's doing. If you hear that noise, that's probably what it is as well. Just thought I'd warn you, just in case you ever think, oh, what is that? One thing I will notice, and it might do it on this one, is I've been having a weird bug. Actually, what it's different, but where only it's like half the screen, like when it's been doing a draw in the cups. Obviously, you normally have the versus in the middle. And you have like team A versus, and then team B. Yeah, home team versus away team. And the home team's all on this side, right up against the versus. Normally, the away team's right up the other side against the versus. But it's not, it's right over the end of this page. I don't know if anyone else is having this bug, or if it's just me. But yeah, I've been having that. Which I don't remember that actually happening in the first little bit of using the game. I don't know if, I don't know. But yeah, I've just noticed that. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. Hopefully they fix that. And an update and patch can come out and sort that out. But slightly annoying because it's really hard to then see from one right to the other to see who you've got, especially when there's loads on a store. Multiples, like if you're not fully concluded the tie yet. But so we are probably going to be we're a fourth seed. Oh, we're a fourth seed. Which makes it a little bit hard. I mean, we were third seed, I think, in FM16. So it was a little bit easier because we had a bit more of a whipping boy type at the bottom. So this could be hard. It would have been nice if we could have got, in there with maybe a POK or something like that. But, I mean, Roma's in here. Pushing Mönchengladbach, obviously, are in the actual group with Celtic. But let's do the first three, because then we can actually see who would we want, who would we not want. So, Moscow, Madrid, Lyon, potentially. Real, Basel and PSV, that looks alright, because I had fancier chances at home against PSV and Basel. Because if we can get 6 points, and maybe then snatch a draw away, we could maybe get third, and I think just that would be good enough. We've got the money for the Champions League. If we now get to the Europa League, and maybe progress, I think that'd be good for this season. Benfica, Arsenal, Olympiacos, again, fancy that. Definitely don't want Bayern München. Napoli, Tottenham doesn't look good. Leicester, Leverkusen, Sporting. I don't know, because Leicester do struggle. I've seen in this sort of FM17 at the moment. They're not overly powered as they did seem to be towards the end of FM16 in the update. Well, then you always kind of see them in the top bit that don't seem as good. Well, especially, I mean, if it's been managed by a guy in a giant fox suit, I mean, what would you expect? Shout out to obviously Dr. Benji FM that's doing that one. Juventus, Sevilla, Kiev. Definitely don't want Barcelona, but that is pretty much the group I had last season, and we beat Dortmund home and away, and Barcelona went through top in that group. If I remember, or second, I think Barcelona won every other game except the one against us to beat us like away. We beat them at their ground, but they beat us at ours. That was it. That was when I had to play 3 players off as well. I think it was ridiculous. But then we beat Dortmund, so I think we went through second, and then they went top. But yeah, that'd be weird. I'd really want that group. So let's see what we get. We've not got that one. This one I wouldn't mind. We've not got that. We've not got that one. Please not this one. Yeah, we've got that one. Okay. Bayern, Napoli, and Tottenham. That is gonna be so hard. I can see us being the absolute whipping boys of this group, unfortunately. It's not worked out our way, but that is the group stage draw. That is what happens. It's all part of it. You've got to see it. Next game will be, obviously we're going to play Dundee next. I'm going to do offline. We're going to come back. I'm not sure exactly which one to do, to be honest. I mean, there's only 2 games till that. We've got a quarter final. It's not a huge one. I can maybe do a double here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I think we're going to come back for Inverness, Cali Thistle, and then potentially Bayern Munich away, which is going to be such a tough game. But that's what I'm going to come back for. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave a like. Again, you can always follow me on Twitter, but subscribe. You'll see this channel, see the content come down. Thanks for watching. As always, any comments, do feel free to leave them, and I'll get back in touch. Thanks again.